So A stands for assessment. So every single child I've ever taught, I've assessed them to find out their dominant learning style. I look at the material that they've covered already, but because you come through a free consultation with me, I do that at that point in time. And then on the onboarding as well, that I find out exactly how your child learns, and then I will talk them through the things that they need to do, and then we formalize a plan. If you are a visual learner, I will teach you in your style as a visual learner. If you are an auditory, it is different, and I will teach you in that way. And a tactile learner, again, is also different, and you'll be taught in that way. I will tell them whether it will work or not. Some are adamant that they are like auditory learners, but they've been doing the visuals for so long that their grades are okay, but they want to really get higher grades, but they are determined to carry on in that method and are unwilling to try anything new. So therefore, they're only going to get the same results each time. If you want to improve your grades and get into doing, something like medicine, dentistry, veterinary, chemistry, engineering, where you need an A grade or higher to prove that you can do it, it's not just about getting the grades. You need to actually understand what you're doing as well and applying it. And so therefore, if you're not willing to try anything new, what's the point of actually looking for a tutor to help you? The reason that learning styles are so important, it's not just about learning different tricks or anything. It's actually honing in what you are naturally good at and developing you as a person. And so therefore, if somebody suggests something different, try it. If it doesn't work, you don't use it again, but you might find it works. So the experience that I have is 8 years of actually using it on other people and 40 years of using it on myself. So these are some of the things that you could try. If you are a visual learner, you can draw on a A4 sheet of paper. So because I'm teaching chemistry, I'll do it through chemistry. So you write one formula out and stick it on the wall. And then you look at it and you memorize it and you go about your day, and then you come back and see if you can write it out. If you can do it, then you have started creating a pathway to get the knowledge out of your brain. So contrary to popular belief, everything that you see, touch, feel, taste, hear goes into your brain. So all the knowledge that you have learnt all throughout school is in your brain. So the trick now is to get it out of your brain. And so we have to build a pathway out. And I watched a program years ago about building a rope bridge. And first of all, a piece of string on a hook was chucked across the gorge. And then the rope started going back and forth until it was really strong and it could actually carry the camel and the elephant across. That's what we need to do with your brains. We need to develop it. So that's how your brain works. If you can build those bridges out and keep the information and practice the information. So that's what I suggest if you're a visual. If you're an auditory, you're really good at memorizing lyrics. So what I've suggested is that you tape it on your smartphone, and instead of playing music, you play your voice. Now, I know voices sound really weird to yourself when you hear it back, and once you've got over the laughing stage and everything of your voice, then you can start memorizing it and then repeating it back and speaking it out. And when you write it down, speak it out. And then for a tactile learner, what I tend to do is I use your second one, which is either visual or auditory, but at the same time you're moving. So I had a student a few years ago who danced while she was memorizing it, or you could dance while you're listening to it. She put everything to music. So she had music on in the background of her voice talking about physics and biology and chemistry, GCSE, and danced to school. Now, nobody else has done that. Most people catch buses. But I've had people resist me and their grades didn't go up, they didn't learn it, and they were still struggling. And I also then terminate them because they're not prepared to work and not prepared to try out new things. And, that's what you're doing each time, trying out new things. You've moved up a year. The work is hard. The work is going to be hard every year because you're learning new stuff every year. But then when you look back at last year, you'll think it's so easy. And eventually you'll get to the point where school was easy, university was easy, because you're much further afield, much further along, and then you have 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60 years of experience behind you. So if you want any help with anything that has been said today, then please reach out so that we can help you. There will be a link on my profile page and also underneath this presentation. So you will be able to contact me on my calendar and by booking in with me so that we can have a private chat about how I can help in either GCSE or A-level chemistry. So I hope you enjoyed the presentation and I look forward to meeting you soon. Okay, bye.